Hello everyone, you're welcome once again to Let's Talk with Esther Agbi. I am Esther Agbi. So today we're going to talk about the rich and the poor. The rich and the poor. And the title of my talk is, why do rich people stay rich and poor people remain poor? Okay, let's talk about it. So the first reason for rich people remaining rich, I would say, to me, in my own opinion, is a generational wealth transfer. I wouldn't say it's a large percentage of people who are rich that did not receive a generational wealth transfer. Majority of the people who are rich today received generational wealth transfer. That is, they received their wealth, or a greater portion of their wealth, from their parents, fathers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers, and things like that. Renowned names that we know today, they got generational wealth transfer. But there's a very tiny percentage of people who worked very hard on their own, and they were able to come out of poverty and made riches for themselves through hard work. So that's the first reason, generational wealth transfer. And the second reason is work ethics cultivated from youth. The people who are rich, they tend to teach their children work ethics from a very young age. They may teach them how to continue with the family business. They're working with their parents, they go to work, they see what they're doing, and as they grow older, they just continue the business from there. So the work ethics is instilled in them right from a very young age. And another reason I would say again is that because the rich people, they have already attained a kind of pedestal, they don't want to drop or come down from that pedestal. So they continue to work very hard, put in so much effort, and because they already have a lot of good connections, so the wealth continues to build up, and that is another reason. And even in Matthew chapter 25, verse 29, it says, I'll quickly read it here. It says, "For unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not but from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath." So he's saying that those who have, they will have abundance. And those who have very little, even that little that they have, shall be taken away. So it's like those who have, they work very hard to keep it going. So it's a kind of management issues to me, I think. So when they have that culture of managing their wealth, they keep it going. But the poor people, because they don't have that management culture, the very little they have, they even lose it and they become poorer. I know that there are certain people who win this lottery, and after getting the lottery, they squander the money and then they become very poor again. So that is a good reflection of management issues, gone wrong. It was not managed properly. And then you ask me, what is the solution? So people who are poor will say, well, I'm not born into wealth, let me just relax and just forget about it, and then they don't do anything. No, the solution is to, wherever you are born, whatever status you are born into, you didn't choose to be born into that particular status, but wherever you find yourself, you continue to work, you build on it. Another thing is, those people who were not born into privilege or wealthy conditions, you work towards it, but they always, the poor people always have this tendency of immediate gratification. They just want to do something that will just satisfy me just now, and that's it. And if you have that culture of just immediate gratification, you are not looking far into the future. So it's hard for you to build wealth. And some people might also say, oh, well, I don't want to be rich. Why are you telling me how to build wealth? The issue is not just being rich, but being able to have enough to take care of yourself and a little more to help others who cannot take care of themselves, or even though they can take care of themselves, they need assistance one way or the other. So another way to go around this is to have a basic level of education. As people say that education brings one out of poverty and takes you to the middle, you you come out of the level of poverty and you are elevated to the middle class. That's the word I want to say. It takes you out of poverty to the middle class. So education is a good thing if you can have education. But some people say, well, I'm not that smart or so intelligent to have education. If you cannot have education, but you can also have a trade. You learn a trade. There are some people who are plumbers, some people are carpenters, some people are all kinds of trades, painters. There are little things you can also learn, so long as you have something that brings income into your coffers. So that also helps. And for the rich, you see, the children already have the role models to look up onto. But for those who are poor, because they may say, oh, their parents were poor, they didn't inherit anything, so they don't even know who to look up onto. So, but you can look up onto some other people in the society, right? Responsible people in the society. They can be your role model. And when you approach them, they can give you any form of assistance in terms of training, teaching, and things like that. So when you have the role model, you'll be able to see someone you can, emulate to be able to arrive somewhere. So the summary here, I think one major issue is the management issues, as I said before. So how you manage your resources, whether you're rich. There are rich people who have suddenly become poor, and there are poor people who have also become rich. So it's the management issues. If you know how to manage your resources, if you have a lot, how to manage it and keep it, and know how to utilize it properly, that it doesn't dwindle to zero. And if you have little, to be able to manage it and build on it and make it work upwards, right? So it's laying one brick over the other, plus God's blessings, you arrive somewhere. Yeah, that's all I have for today. If you have similar views, contrary opinions, you can let me know at the comment section. Thank you very much. God bless you. Shalom. See you very soon. Bye for now.